Hi, David Bassanese here, Chief Economist at BetaShares. This is a snapshot of my latest market trends report reviewing the month of February. Markets did start the year on a nice footing. We had positive returns in global equities through January, but we have seen a pullback through February. The MSCI All Country World Index down 0.8% in return. The Australian market performing somewhat worse, down 3.8%. Funnily enough, Europe actually doing pretty well, was actually up 3.5%. So Europe has been continuing this trend of outperformance so far this year and certainly since late last year. Now, what's going on in markets? There's a few things. First and foremost, of course, we've got ongoing announcements with regard to tariffs, which are taxes on imports by the US President, Donald Trump. And that has unnerved markets through the month of February and I think predominantly led to the risk off sentiment we did see in markets. Some other factors in Australia, better news, we did get the Reserve Bank cutting interest rates in February as widely expected following that lower than expected December quarter CPI. Inflation at the moment in Australia looks to be coming in toward the RBA's target band a bit quicker than what the RBA expected. And so it did cut rates as markets eventually came around to believing. Another notable development was the elections in Europe, the German elections, and there was a fear that the extreme right party there might win enough votes to force itself into a governing position, at least in terms of a coalition government. They did get a high share of the vote, but not enough to just really force their way in to government. So the two major parties look like they're going to, swap roles and form another coalition government there. So I guess a little bit of relief in terms of Europe with regard to politics. In terms of the outlook, the global economy at the moment is actually doing okay. Inflation globally is continuing to come down. We did get another encouraging inflation number for the US in January, the private consumption deflator. The annual rate was coming down. As I said, inflation in Australia seems to be coming down as well. And the real spanner in the works at the moment is really just Donald Trump and how hard he does go on things like tariffs. When push comes to shove, I don't think he will, do enough to push the economy into recession and cause a sustained bear market, though we are likely in for a period of volatility and perhaps a bit more of a correction in equity markets as his policies with regard to tariffs and a whole bunch of other things become a bit more clearer. If you'd like to see more details of my report, please visit the Insights section of our website. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next month.